This is Detroit Sports World. I have to voice my frustrations. I am so frustrated with the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions beat, not just beat, but blow out the Green Bay Packers 31-0. And let me just say this. This wasn't even, I'm sorry. This game meant nothing. This was a pointless game. What do the Lions have to prove? Absolutely nothing. You're not going to win. You're not going to make the playoffs. Now you're sitting at 6 wins when you could have been sitting at 5. And now you just ruined a shot to have a top 5 pick in next season's NFL draft. I'm absolutely pissed. And Green Bay did the right thing. They put their second string players in, and they went and they just played football. And they knew they were going to lose, but they didn't play to win the game. And this was literally a history book win for the Lions because they have a history of losing to the Green Bay Packers traditionally. And they just added something to the record books, and it was a pointless game. Green Bay knows it, and that's why they were in tank mode. That's why they didn't bring Aaron Rodgers back. I don't care if they're like, oh, the Detroit Lions defense knocked out Aaron Rodgers and he was in concussion protocol. I don't care because me and you both know if this game was meaningful, Aaron Rodgers would have came back. And Aaron Rodgers would have beat the Detroit Lions. I don't care that the Lions have beat Green Bay twice. I really don't. The first game at Ford Field during the season when the Lions played Green Bay, it was a competitive game. Granted, Mason Crosby missed about 4 or 5 field goals in that game. I don't care. Green Bay still could have came back and won, and they almost did. But this game was not even close to the first game that they played this season. It was not even competitive. Listen, guys, Matthew Stafford padded his stats, 266 yards, 2 touchdowns, 32 attempts, 20 completions. Zenner had a field day. I like what he did. He had 20 attempts, 93 yards and a touchdown. We like what we like. We love to see great running from the Lions. I have no problem with that. Keep running the ball. Keep practicing that. But the receiving core, it was nothing but practice squad players. Brandon Powell, 6 receptions, 103 yards. Andy Jones, he did pretty good, by the way. 6 receptions, 50 yards. Toyolo, who's a backup starter, 43 yards. He had a touchdown by Matt Prater, a trickery play. And that was it. Everybody else, practice squad players, TJ Jones, he had 2 touchdowns in this game. But we all know that TJ Jones is 4th on the depth chart in the receiving core, which means he's the number 2, arguably, starting receiver in this game on the depth chart. Kenny Galladay didn't play. They sat him. Nothing. They play guys like Chris Lacey, who's on the come up. That's it. Brandon Powell, Andy Jones. And then everybody else was second string players, but you're putting your starters in on defense. So they're making plays, obviously, while Green Bay is playing their second string, third string players. So they did what they wanted to do. We didn't. We wanted to win the game. And we won 31-0. That's how I see it. A pointless game, padding stats, instead of looking towards the future, losing this game, putting your second string, third string players in to see what they can do so they can make the team for next year. No, you try to win the game. Matthew Stafford's in the game. Why the hell is he playing? Why the hell is Matthew Stafford playing? He shouldn't be in there. Matt Castle or Jake Rudock should have gotten called from the practice squad. Should be in the game. Why the hell is Matthew Stafford starting all 4 quarters in this game? This is what I'm talking about, guys. The Lions have a tradition of losing, and you see why. Now that the Lions have won this game, they're sitting to have the 8th pick in the NFL draft for next season, when they would have had a top 5 pick if they would have lost this game. It's that simple. It's that simple. And there's so much talent in next season's draft. There's so much talent. We still get a good draft pick. It's a top 10 pick. But you get a better draft pick, especially if you're top 5. You heard it from me. My name is Maurice Lewis. I'm frustrated. Follow me on Twitter, DET Sports World. Follow me on Instagram, Detroit Sports World. You guys hear me, man. You guys know that all I do is keep it real. And I don't care. I don't care if you are a Lions fan. And I don't care if you're happy about this win. I don't care. Because you know what? What matters is winning the Super Bowl. That's what matters. It doesn't matter if you just win pointless games. Put yourself in a position to make the playoffs. I'm out.